Josh, and we'll see what we got.
Shalom.
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 This is Voice of a Watchman. On the Sabbath, we do thank and praise Ahayah always, bahashem, Yashayah, for the understanding of this truth. We're going to do a lesson tonight called Understanding All Wars. We're going to show you the root and the cause of all wars tonight according to the Bible, and why the world is disordered and everyone's fighting one another according to the Bible. Right?
Awesome.
So before we go in, what is the nature of all wars? The nature of war goes back to Genesis.
I was thinking you were coming from there, Josh.
So,
good, brother.
When we understand the nature, actually, we're going to start. I'm going to show them something in the New Testament.
First, okay.
Romans 9
Right.
and verse 10.
And you got something in James with that too, right? Okay, Romans.
Romans 9. So, why is there so much war in the world, and why is there so much unrest between nations? None less than Christ himself said, you will hear wars, rumors of wars, earthquakes, storms. But he said, this unrest between nations.
Okay, go ahead, Josh.
That
sounds good, bro.
What is the cause? What two characters are fighting each other continually? One fighting to survive,
Excuse me.
and one trying to exterminate the poor, or better yet, genocide. More is another word for exterminate. At those two characters, and we're going to show you according to the Bible, are at the root of all wars in the earth today. You can trace them back to these two people and what happened in the Bible will, going forward, shape the nature of the world and geopolitical unrest. What we would call geopolitical unrest today. So, Romans 9,
Okay.
verse 10.
Okay. Romans 9, verse 10. And not only this, but when Rebecca also had conceived by one, even by our father Isaac.
So Paul is addressing the Israelites, reminding them, and he's reciting this to the Gentile believers as well. He's reciting Israelite history right now. Right, read.
For the children.
For the what?
For the children.
For Jacob and Esau, and we're going to go to Genesis, and we're going to take our time, and we're going to lay some nuggets out there to help you understand the root cause of all wars.
Awesome. For the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil.
Neither having done any. So God made a choice of one over the other before they were born, before they did any good or evil. Read.
That the purpose
of what?
Of Ahayah.
Of who?
The Most High.
So, no, he was wrong to choose.
That the purpose of the Most High.
Because people get wrong feelings about, it's wrong for God to choose someone over someone else. We make choices all the time when we choose stuff. We choose to have favorite clothes. We choose to have favorite vehicles or favorite football team, sports teams, right?
Mhm.
So who are you to say God can't have a favorite when you have favorite things all the time?
That's right. That's good. That's good.
Right?
John. Yeah.
You're not better than the Lord, are you?
That's right. That's
So
Pardon me.
what's the created thing supposed to argue against the creator and say you can't choose? No, the creator chooses who he wants to choose.
That's right.
And you have to accept who he chooses,
Awesome.
although you may not like it.
That's right. That the purpose of the Most High, according to election.
According to what?
Election.
According to what?
Election.
Election or predestination. So
Right.
God predestinated
Jacob.
thank you. He predestinated Jacob before Jacob was born, before he made any choices, before he had a chance to choose, to be the forefather of the children of Israel. And not only the forefather of the children of Israel, he chose to give him the covenants in the womb, the commandments, the promises, the ordinances. God gave all these things in the womb to Jacob. He literally gave the birthright and the blessing to Jacob before he was born.
That's right. Awesome, Josh.
Now, read. Now, does that mean that God can't save or deal with anyone else? Of course, but we've explained that, because you have to almost apologize when you say that God chose someone over someone else. That automatically makes people think, well, the other one was excluded forever. But you have to accept, for you to be accepted in God's eyes, you have to accept who his people are.
That's right.
Because you're not going into heaven with a problem about who his elect is or what he looks like. You got to accept that too, if as a Gentile.
That's right. Wow.
So read.
That the purpose of the Most High, according to election, might stand. Not of works, but of him that calleth. It was said unto her, the elder.
It was said unto her, the what?
The elder.
The what?
Elder.
Esau
shall serve.
Or be a slave or subservient to.
Shall serve the younger.
Jacob. So God told the mother of these two children or characters that the nation, the two nations that they would represent, the elder nation would serve the younger brother in the end. And we're going to show you why, the origin of how all this came to place in Genesis. And we're going to show you some other precepts as well. So read.
Not of works, but of him that called. It was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger, as it is written.
As it is what?
As it is written.
As it is what?
Written.
As it is written in Malachi. Read.
Jacob have I loved.
Jacob have I. Who have I loved?
Jacob.
No. Now, God put his love and his covenants and his promises upon Jacob in the womb. Right. And what?
But Esau have I hated.
Esau have I rejected
already
from the womb.
Wow. He didn't stand a chance, did he, Josh?
Now, go to Genesis 25.
Okay. Come on, we should get there right away. You know where it is. Genesis 25.
25, 22.
Josh will say 20.
25 and 23.
Oh, you were close, Tony. That's good, brother. 25, 23. Okay.
Genesis 25 and 23.
Okay. Are we ready?
Mm-hmm.
Then the Most High said unto her, two nations,
To what?
two nations,
To what?
two nations,
Two races.
that's right, are in thy womb.
So God distinctly divided these nations from the womb.
Okay. And two manner of people shall be
To what?
two manner.
To what?
Manner.
So two different genetic or two different natures of people are within you. Read.
And two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
Mm-hmm.
And the one people shall be stronger than the other people.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
So the one would be stronger than the other because one of them would be given given the blessing, the true blessing, the dominion in the kingdom. But also the other one, another one was given temporal power on the earth to do what he wants.
Wow.
Read.
And the elder shall serve the younger.
The elder shall what?
Serve the younger.
So why isn't this happening today? We're going to show you that also. Read.
And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb.
Uh-huh.
And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment. And they called him.
Esau came out red, or in other words, he had a lack of melatonin in his skin that causes the skin to become dark. So he was born what we would call an albino. Now, although Esau was born lighter or white, he still had features of his father. So he would have looked like his father, but he wouldn't have had the same color or skin tone as his father.
Wow.
Read.
All over hairy, like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. And after that came his brother out.
So after that came out his brother.
And his hand took hold of Esau's heel. And his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them.
Isaac brought forth two sons. One came out white or ruddy. And the other came out and looked the same color as everyone else, black.
Okay, good.
So one would become the father of the white Caucasian races, and the other would become the father of the children of Israel.
Wow. Okay, Josh, I like that.
So
that's good.
We see that God chose the younger brother from the womb. So the younger brother would inherit, according to the will of God, would inherit everything. Inherit the blessing, the land, inherit the kingdom to come, inherit wealth. So he would inherit everything. Genesis 27.
Okay.
Go to Genesis
27
and
39.
27 and 21.
21. Okay.
27, 21.
Right. I got it. Okay. And right. And Isaac said unto Jacob, come near, I pray thee, that I may feel thee,
So
my son.
Now we're moving a little context to it. This is when Jacob is receiving his birthright that God gave him from his brother, from not his father, Isaac. Read.
I pray thee that I may feel thee, my son, whether thou be my very son Esau or not. And Jacob went near unto Isaac, his father, and he felt him and said, the voice is Jacob's voice, but the hands are the hands of Esau. Keep reading. Okay.
Read.
And he discerned him not.
So he didn't realize that he was giving the blessing to Jacob.
Wow.
Read.
Because his hands were hairy as his brother Esau's hands. So he blessed him.
So he what?
So he blessed him.
So he blessed him, and okay, now let's read what he gave him.
Okay. Hold on. Okay. And he said, art thou my very son, Esau? And he said, I am. And he said, bring it near to me, and I will eat of my son's venison, that my soul may bless thee. And he brought it near to him, and he did eat, and he brought him wine, and he drank. And his father Isaac said unto him, come near now, and kiss me, my son. And he came near and kissed him. And he smelled the smell of his garment remnant, and blessed him and said, see, the smell of my son is as the smell of a field which the Most High hath blessed. Therefore, the Most High give thee of the dew of heaven.
Now, let's listen carefully to what God gave Jacob from the womb. This was meant to be his.
And the fatness of the earth, and plenty of corn and wine.
And plenty of corn and wine.
Let people serve thee.
Let what?
People serve thee.
So let people bow and be subservient unto you and your children, Jacob. Read.
And nations bow down to thee.
And what?
Nations.
And what?
Nations.
So, and nations bow down unto thee.
Wow. Be Lord over thy brethren.
Be master over your what?
Right. Be master over thy brethren, and let thy mother's sons bow down to thee.
So let thy mother's sons bow down to thee, and be Lord over thy brethren. Be master over your brother. So God, now we understand why there's unrest and war between these, because Esau's children are upset that their father, according to the way they see it, was robbed of a blessing that was never Esau's from the womb.
Wow, awesome.
So all the wars are trying to reverse what we just read, the blessing.
That's right.
Let you be satisfied with corn and wine.
Every war
The dew of heaven.
is about this. Esau and Jacob.
Let nations bow down to thee.
Wow.
So the original intent of the Most High for his children Israel was for them to be worshipped and reverenced by everybody, not to be serving their brother Esau. Right?
That's right.
That's what the blessing says.
That's what all the wars are about.
So now that Esau, now let's skip to verse 38.
38. Okay.
Next page.
Right. Well, I got it at the bottom here. Okay. 38. And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept.
Read.
And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth.
So now, because Jacob got the dominion
Wow.
and reverence from all, now your dwelling shall be the fatness, or your children will rule in the greatest lands of the earth, America, Britain, Europe. You will have the fatness of the
Wow.
earth. Esau,
Wow.
read.
Wow, this is awesome. And of the dew of heaven from above,
Read.
and by thy sword.
But
Watch
here's
this. Come on.
here's the difference. Jacob didn't have to fight or war for his blessing, but Esau would have to use military and cunning and deception.
Wow, Josh.
Because the sword can go as much deeper than war, because Esau can't just annihilate all the children of Israel. Most of them he doesn't have to kill off, because he's brainwashed them with his propaganda system.
That's right.
So the sword here is much deeper than just military. It's going into religion, media, entertainment, music. It's a web of a sword that Esau wields against his brother Jacob.
Wow. Awesome, Josh.
So read with
And
and
of
by
the
thy sword
And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shall serve.
and shall what?
Serve.
And shall what?
Serve
And shall serve who?
thy brother.
Who?
Thy brother.
So this is why all the political unrest is, because Esau hated or was upset at the fact that he was going to have to serve his brother.
And it shall come to pass,
So it shall come to pass,
when thou shalt have the dominion.
when thou shalt have, in other words, right now, he has the dominion.
Come on, that's good, Josh. Go ahead. And thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck.
So after he gets,
Why is it good?
after you'll have to go along, basically Jacob, once you'll have to wait a long time. You're going to have to wait thousands of years. Esau has only been in power as a political for about 2,000 years of world history, from Rome to the European Union, America. So, but for a short time in Europe, Europe was ruled by Jacob. Then during the Renaissance,
That's right.
the Esau came out of the Caucasus Mountains in Georgia, in Russia, in Ukraine, and took Europe over again. So that's how Esau broke the yoke of dominion off of Jacob and enslaved his brother. Read.
Wow. Okay. And Esau hated Jacob.
And he what?
And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him.
Mm-hmm.
And Esau said in his heart,
And he said in his heart,
the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob.
go to Genesis 36.
Wow.
Well, we know since Esau and Jacob died, how did this plan to kill or destroy his brother Jacob continue?
This is great. All right.
Read verse 1.
36. All right. Genesis 36. Now these are the generations of Esau, who is Edom. Esau took his wives.
Now we understand, according to the Bible, that Esau is the progenitor of the Edomite nation, or the Edomite ruling class.
That's right.
In particular. Go to verse 9 or 8.
All right. 8. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir.
Now, Mount Seir is Satan's mountain.
That's right.
That's what Seir means, or Satan, Siri, Satan.
Seer.
So before they went into the Caucasus Mountains, they dwelt in Petra in the mountains.
Right.
They dwelt in Mount Seir.
Wow. Esau is Edom.
Read.
And these are the generations
So
of
these
Esau.
are the children that Esau passed his hatred for his brother to.
The father of the Edomites,
The father of who?
of the Edomites.
And in particular, the father of the Edomite ruling class, the political elite.
In Mount Seir.
Uh-huh.
These are the names of Esau's sons.
Uh-huh.
Eliphaz,
Eliphaz.
the son of Adah, the wife of Esau. Ruel, the son of Bashimah, the wife of Esau.
Uh-huh.
And the sons of Eliphaz were Teman, Omar, Zepho,
So Teman, Omar,
Zepho,
Zepho became the leader of the progenitor of the Italian race.
wow,
I think I'm not Reed.
and Gatham,
Uh-huh.
and Kenaz. And Tema was concubine to Eliphaz, Esau's son. And she bare two, Eliphaz, Amalek.
Amalek is the forefather of
The Jews.
the Jewish, white Jewish race.
Yeah, not the Hebrews. Okay. These were the sons of Adah, Esau's wife. Sons of Ruel, Nahab, and Zerah,
Uh-huh.
Sheminah, and Mizah. These were the sons of Bashanah, Esau's wife, and these were the sons of Abilamah, the daughter of Anah, the daughter of Zibeon, Esau's wife.
Uh-huh.
And she bare to Esau Jerash, and Jalam, and Korah.
Uh-huh.
These were dukes, Esau, the dukes, Josh. The son of Eliphaz, the firstborn son of Esau. Duke Teman, Duke Omar.
So
I
before, while they were in Mount
see.
Seir,
Wow.
Esau gave his plan to his children, and then they would go out in different countries and start bloodlines,
Right.
the Duke
wow.
bloodlines.
Wow, this is where the Rothschilds came.
Uh-huh. The Rothschild, say something.
That's
like
good.
that.
That's awesome. You guys getting blessed? This is pretty good. I like this. Like we said last night, nobody really knows the Bible, Tony, unless we do a real study on history, to really know what we're saying, what we're projecting to our viewers so they can understand too. And, it is important, this stuff. They're all, like I said last night, I talk to so many Christians, and all I hear from them is nothing matters.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't understand why they don't want to learn. And they'll go to church, Josh, for 20, 30, 40 years and learn the same thing over and over and over again on Sundays. And they'll brainwash you to say, well, it's always good to go over it. Yeah, it's good to go over things, but you got to move on. You got to move on to perfection.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Josh.
So we understand that these bloodlines would produce the elite leadership of the earth today. All your elite leaders, your Caucasian white leaders, trace their bloodline through these people back to their father Esau. And they all have an agenda of destruction against
Come on.
Jacob.
Do your research. That's what we were going to name it last night. Did you give it the title last night? You put it, do your research? Yeah, just do the research.
So
So what do you want to read, Josh? Where do you want to go? This was good, man. So
now we're going to see.
So these are all the dukes, Josh, huh? Wow. Wow. And these have caused destruction, Tony, in the earth. All right? You know who even came out of this? Einstein. Had a part in the atom bomb. Although he did warn part of the world that would be the worst thing he ever do. But he did it. That's because that Esau spirit. All right, where are we going?
Now let's go to Numbers 24 and 20.
Numbers. 24, 20, Mary.
Now we know that Esau is going to be judged from the Most High.
Oh, yeah.
But there's a specific bloodline that came from Esau that God hates the most. That he has indignation forever against. Numbers 24, 20.
All right, do we have it, everyone? Yeah, this is really good. I'm really being blessed, Church. This is good. Okay, Numbers 24, 21.
20.
Oh, 20, I'm sorry. You have it, Mary? Okay. And when he looked on Amalek.
Now Amalek today would be the Rothschilds.
Come on.
The Goldman Sachs, J.P. Morgan,
That's
the
right.
bankers,
Rockefellers. That's
the
right.
Rockefellers,
Bushes.
all these elite Jewish elite families trace their lines back to Amalek, Esau's son Amalek.
He took what, John?
Grandson.
Right. He took up this parable and said, Amalek.
Now listen to what he prophesies about Amalek.
Was the first of the nations.
Now we know that Amalek wasn't the first of the nations during the Bible because Amalek, Rome was the first of the nations. Israel for a time before they fell was the first of the nations. So this is a future prophecy. So the children of Amalek would become the nation that all people in the world would reverence as the best nation, the nation of Israel. The Jewish people are Amalekites or Amalekites, according to the Bible.
That's right.
Read, you are the first of the nations. Read. Wait, read that again.
Amalek was the first of the nations.
So he will, not only will he assume a land that does not belong to him, but he will cause all people in the earth to support and love him and go to his back when someone else attacks him.
But
he shall be the first of the nations. Read.
But his latter end.
But his latter end
shall be that he perish forever.
So when Christ comes, this is the first family out of Esau that he's going to judge. Wow. The Jewish people
that the Christians love so much.
That have stolen the identity of the true children of Israel.
That's right. And he looked on the. You want me to read?
No.
Oh, sorry.
Go to Psalms 83. Go to Psalm 64.
All right. Okay, we know what that is. All right. Psalm 64. Okay. I hope you're getting something out of this because I sure am, and we all are here. You know, this is good. Josh never ceases to amaze me. He's always got something. You know, he might, act like he doesn't, and I'll ask him during the day, and I know he does, and I just let him go, and he does.
Psalm 64, verse 2.
Awesome, Josh. Okay, 64, verse 2, Mary. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked.
So, who is the wicked? The wicked is the enemies of Israel.
From the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
from the insurrection, because these people are trying to usurp and make themselves reverenced in the earth. Read.
Who whet their tongue like a sword.
So they use their tongue or their media or their technology as a sword to attack the children of Israel. Read.
And bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words.
So they call the children. How do they portray them? As savages, as immoral, as drug dealers, as whores, as pimps, as mama's boys, as weak.
That they may shoot in secret at the perfect.
At the who?
Perfect.
At the children of. So they use their media to make people. Now, who controls the media? Jewish
The
people.
white Jews. That's right.
So Jewish people
They're not Israel.
will never put the camera upon them and show and tell you that and show who's, and a matter of fact, who owns the music industry. You honestly think that country rednecks run country music, or black people run rap?
They're only serfs. They use them for their money.
Jewish people run all the record labels, do the
Own
research.
everything in the world. But they're not the Jews. They're not the Hebrews. Yeah, they're Jews, but they're not the bloodline Israelites.
Read.
They encourage themselves in an evil manner. They commune.
Wait.
They commune of. Okay, what, Josh?
Wait. So, start that verse over.
Okay. All right. They encourage themselves in an evil manner.
So, since they have the money, they encourage themselves to do evil with the power that they have. Read.
They commune of laying snares privately. They say, "Who shall see them?" They search out iniquities.
They do what?
They search out iniquities.
So before this, the Bible, they said that who shall see them, because they put so much money and backing behind their false education, evolution, and all these different things they use to distract and deceive people with. They use all their industry to literally. You don't think deception is real? Deception is $1 billion industry.
Yes, sir.
So they use all their money, these elite. Now, when I say elite, I'm not talking about your everyday Jewish person that you may see in the market, or I'm talking about the upper echelon of Judaism, the people that actually call the shots, the people you will never see in your life. They don't hang around normal people. They'll be toasting glasses with your president, or in your prime minister, or your emperors, because they run everything.
That's
they
right.
run those people.
That's right.
In fact, Ashkenazi Jew, Rothschild said, "Let me control the money, and I care not who's in office," because politics don't run anything. Money runs everything. Because if I can control your money, then whatever policies you come into with, you have to come through. You have to run. I'm not going to allow you to affect my agenda being the president.
Wow.
So your policies will always agree with me. And if they don't agree with me, then you won't get in the office.
Wow.
Or if they stop agreeing with me and you're in office, you get offed. Right?
That's right.
Like Kennedy.
And Lincoln, that man.
Wow.
Now I'm not sticking up for Kennedy or Lincoln. They were Masons, so they were in with the
elite.
the elite. So, but at least they see. Read. So they
Yeah, Josh.
start that verse over.
They search out iniquities.
Now
they accomplish a diligent search.
They search out iniquity, so they put all their
energy
and their money into searching out ways to ensnare people with sin, pornography, alcohol abuse,
wow, come on.
heroin. Who runs? Who do you think you? Now let's say this, and I'm going to hit Deuteronomy 28 before we close.
No, don't worry about it. I want to say something. Good. I'm going to say something. Go ahead, Josh.
What happened?
I'll say it later.
What was it? Oh yeah.
Everything
so
else,
they search out iniquities. So they put all their money behind things they know that will destroy you. Wow. Who you think black people really own the drug fields where heroin and opium and crack cocaine comes from? No, they don't own those things. Wow. And yet, how do they find their ways into black neighborhoods? Because the CIA, the NAS,
that's right. Come
on, and the NSA, the all these secret. Actually, the CIA, not the NSA, National Security Association, whatever they call it, but the CIA. Actually, the CIA is run by Catholics. If you do the research,
the Jesuit priest. That's right.
Catholics have always sat on the head of the CIA. But the CIA runs. They run all the secret the drug fields in the world. That's why America is in all these nations protecting their money, making sure that the drugs get to America. They make sure their heroin and their crack cocaine gets into the ghettos. Before it even goes into white neighborhoods, they make sure that it gets the people they wanted to, they're intended it for.
The Israelites.
They don't intend it for everybody. Drugs and all that industry is not intended to destroy everybody.
That's right.
That industry is targeted towards the children of Israel. So, and whoever else gets caught up in it gets caught up in it.
That's right.
And I'm not giving no one excuses to use drugs because someone puts them in your neighborhood. You shouldn't do it. But I'm explaining to you why it's there and who's behind it. The Jewish elite through the CIA runs your drug industry.
You got to know this.
And not only the drug industry, the legal drug industry, the pharmaceuticals, pharmakia in the Bible is called sorcery.
Okay.
Because back in the Bible days, actual sorcerers would put potions and stuff together and give it to you.
That's
what medicine is. It's potions. That's why a lot of medicine hurts people.
That's right.
More than helps you because it's designed to keep you sick.
It makes you feel good for a while, then you have to go back. You got to go back.
So they search out, they put all their money towards things that hurt people. They never try to help society. They're always trying to denigrate.
That's right. Josh.
Read.
Good, Josh.
They search out iniquities.
All right. They accomplish a diligent search.
They do what?
They accomplish a diligent search.
They accomplish a diligent search. So once they find these things out, or once they put their money into it, they perfect it.
Wow.
They keep perfecting it until it's guaranteed to work.
It accomplishes, does.
Both
the inward thought.
Both the inward, the deepest part of the mind
of every one
Uh-huh.
of them, and the heart is deep.
So they are deeply wicked and evil people. So, see, go to Psalms 83.
Okay.
So they are deeply wicked and evil. So we're not taught as people to really think of people, other people, especially people who rule us, as this sinister and just wicked, evil. We're not taught to think of people really as out to get you, technically.
Right.
They're literally out to get you. That's their whole purpose.
That's
and
right.
they feed off the desire of killing. And if you research, the Illuminati and all what they actually do in private, they kidnap people, they eat people's hearts, they drink blood, because
That's
they
what they're doing, the
literally
Jews. That's what they do.
they literally feed off of death. Death fuels
So
them.
who is that? Doesn't that sound like Satan? So they're Satanists. That's just what they are.
Mm-hmm.
Psalm says it all, if you read it right. Go ahead, Josh. Where are we?
Psalms 83:1.
All right. Keep not thou silence, O Most High. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O my power. For lo,
For what? Uh-huh.
thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the heel.
The head.
The head, I'm sorry.
So they that what? They that
They
what?
that hate thee.
They that love you.
They
Everyone loves God.
They that hate thee.
They that what?
Hate thee.
So those that hate the Most High,
have lifted up.
So how do they show their hatred towards God? By waging an unrelenting war of hatred against who?
Watch.
Against who?
Thank you. No. Okay.
Who do they wage war against?
Huh.
Dad? Who do they wage war against?
The perfect.
Who's that?
The Israelites, the Hebrews,
Right.
the Latinos,
So
all the tribes.
They wage unrelenting. So they show their hatred towards God by hating you, by pushing negative news, negative things, negative images.
Come on, Josh. That's right.
Drugs, prostitution, abortion. Did you know that Margaret Sanger,
Oh,
the
wow.
hand me that book, Tony. Say something right fast. Well, I find
You want to hear what Hillary says about this lady, and you want to see how evil this girl is, and she founded
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood. It's really called Planned Murderhood. Do you think the poor neighborhood you see in Florida and New York and California and Chicago and Miami, and you think they just happened? They were planned by the government.
Now, this is on, let me show you the book. I found it. Hebrews to Negroes, page 483. Now, listen to Margaret Sanger and what she said. This is a plan. This is the founder of Planned Parenthood, a wicked Edomite.
Listen to this, please.
Jewish, I bet.
Jewish, not Israelite, not Hebrew.
Colored people.
These are your friends.
This is the founder of your Planned Parenthoods in the ghetto.
They're not my friends.
Colored people are like human weeds.
Listen.
And needed to be exterminated.
That's Hillary's friend. That's your president that went for presidency this year. Listen.
Black people are like human weeds and need to be exterminated.
Hillary says she admires her.
Margaret was the strong advocate of exterminating Negroes from America using sterilization, birth control pills.
She started all
abortion
that.
Clinics.
The Jews started all that.
Which all matter. Hillary possessed her promise as a person for her work. And she said, I admire Margaret Sanger's. I admire
Listen, Hillary, the one that went for president this year.
Margaret Sanger's.
I read it. I'll read it. Gosh. Again, I'll read it.
Uh,
Want me to read it? Come on, you might be. You're tired. I'll read it. Okay, read it. Listen to this closely, please. You find it? Yeah, I know where it is.
I admire Margaret Sanger's enormously. Okay.
She admires her. Clinton, listen to what this lady did.
I admire Margaret Sanger enormously. Her courage, her tenacity, and her vision.
Tenacity and vision to destroy the black people. Wake up, Black America.
Again, Margaret Sanger said, black people are like human weeds and need to be exterminated.
This is the founder of
Planned Parenthood.
And guess who backed her? The Rockefellers. They started that college for her.
It's Spelman.
What is it?
No.
What college was that?
Spelman in Atlanta, but
Spelman.
actually it was just white.
Right. So they gave her the money. They're billionaires, those people.
Read Psalms 83.
All right. Where are we, Josh? They have said,
They have said,
they have taken crafty counsel.
they have what?
They have taken
So
crafty.
when these people come together in the UN and all these secret councils that no one's allowed in, what do you think they're really planning? They're coming up with new ways of how to destroy the children of the black and Hispanics.
Wait, I want to say something. I'm not adding the word here. You know what I see here? They have taken witchcraft counsel against thy people.
Absolutely.
Oh, come on. They have consulted against thy hidden ones. The hidden ones, we can go to so many precepts with that. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
A
That's
what?
a nation.
A what?
A nation.
A what?
A nation. A couple in Golden Corral admitted to me that they don't have a nation, that they're lost in America. They told me. They shared that with me. And they agreed that the name of Israel.
That the name of who?
Israel.
That Negroes.
Negroes.
That the
Latinos. American Indians.
That the name of black people. That the name of who?
Israel. May be no more in remembrance.
Read.
For they have consulted together.
So they make sure they keep
meetings.
their plans closely between one another.
One consent. They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against
They
thee.
stick together. The tabernacles of Edom.
That's your Jewish elite, your white elite, your presidents of America.
That's right.
Your prime ministers of Europe and
on.
Different European nations.
The dukes, all
Read.
And the Ishmaelites.
Who is Ishmael? The children of the Arab elite. Read.
Wow. Of Moab.
That's those are Africans.
And the Hagarenes.
Those are African elite. Read.
Gibal. And Ammon. And Amalek.
Amalek is Jewish people.
The Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre.
So now
Assyrian also is joined with them.
Romans.
All right, Romans.
No, I mean Revelation 7, verse 4.
Okay.
Let's run through the tribes right fast.
That was good, John.
So
I got it. Man.
Margaret Sanger was a devil.
And did you hear what Hillary Clinton said about
I
her?
admire her enormously. Her
For
courage,
her great work and her
vision
tenacity.
and tenacity in killing black people. So Hillary doesn't like black people.
Nothing matters. Nothing
So it looks like Clinton doesn't love black people.
No, none of them do. They hate you.
Say it again.
You know why they hate you? Because they're afraid of you.
They're what of you?
They're afraid because now you're waking up. There's an awakening now, and it's not Christianity.
Did you know that Bill Clinton? No, during Bill Clinton's presidency, more black people went to jail than any other time in American history. A so-called black president, a so-called friend of black people, put more of you in jail than anyone else. He built more prisons than anyone else in American history.
Their plan from
And there's another
a
snare.
child is to put all the tribes in prison.
Do you know that the prison is a business? Wow, that's another way they snare you. I mean, it's.
And we're not just talking. We've read it. We've done research. We know what we're talking about.
Revelation.
You got to do the research too.
Verse 4.
Okay. We started 4, right?
If you want a longer breakdown, you can read Genesis 49 and Deuteronomy 33 as well.
Okay, we'll start at 4, Josh.
7 verse 4.
And I heard the number of them.
And I heard the number of them.
Which were sealed.
Which were sealed.
And there were sealed.
Now, of course, we know there's going to be all nations around the throne. Right. But who are going to be the leaders in heaven? The kingdom.
144,000 of all the tribes.
Of all the tribes.
Of the children.
Of who?
Of the children of Israel.
Of who?
Of Jacob.
Of everybody.
Israel.
Of Esau.
Israel.
Of Ishmael.
Israel.
Read.
Of the tribe of Judah.
Judah is the so-called African Americans. Read.
Of the tribe of Reuben.
Reuben are the Seminole Indians.
Of the tribe of Gad.
Gad are the Native American Indians.
Of the tribe of Asher.
Asher are the South American, the Inca from Brazil, Peru, and Argentina. Read.
What you want to read?
Naphtali are
of the tribe Gad.
The Hawaiians, Samoans, and the South Sea Islanders. Manasseh are the Cubans.
Go ahead.
Simeon are the Dominican Republic, the indigenous people.
That's right.
Right, read.
And the tribe of Levi.
Levi are the Haitians.
And the tribe of Issachar.
Are the indigenous people of Mexico.
Atkins, Latinos. Okay. And of the tribe of Zebulon.
Zebulon are the Colombian and the Panamanians.
Wow. Of the tribe of Joseph.
Joseph are the Puerto Ricans.
Wow. Of the tribe of Benjamin.
Benjamin are the West Indies, the Jamaican and West Indies blacks.
So what was Paul? A Benjamite. So now you know Paul was a Benjamite, and the tribes are scattered throughout the world. It says through all the Bible. So you know who the real people of Israel are.
Go to Zechariah 11, verse 5.
Zechariah.
Go to Zach.
Hey, Zach.
11, right?
Zechariah 11. I want to show you the true mind of these people against you.
Yeah.
11, starting where?
He's shot. I got to order a Bible sometime. Zechariah what? 14:11?
14:11.
Okay, I'll read it, Mary. Okay.
No, 11. 11. 11 and 5.
Oh, 11, 5, sorry. 11, 5. Okay. Zechariah 11, 5. Do we have it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mary?
We have it.
Honey, do you have it? Okay. Let's wait. Okay. So this is
got it.
Okay, this is good information.
Zechariah 11, 5. Read.
Whose possessors?
Whose what?
Whose possessors?
So these are the possessors that possess the children of Israel. This is their mindset toward you, Israel, so-called blacks. And
slay them.
They do what?
They slay them.
They what?
Slay them.
They find every way to kill you.
Come on.
Through drugs, through prison, through gangs. You think gangs are really set up by black people?
Watch the
organized crime is a business
that
is run by the Jewish people.
What's this?
The synagogue of Satan.
What's this? And hold themselves not guilty?
They say, why
Come on,
did you
brother.
kill your own?
Yeah.
Let's throw you in jail because it's your fault. Although we're the ones who put the guns in the drugs and the prostitution and the poverty in your and we are the ones who allow different races to come in and rob your money from you. So of course you're gonna steal to live.
Wow.
But it's not our fault. It's your fault. You're uncivilized, black person.
Wow. This is good, man.
Their possessors slay them and do what?
Slate with.
Their possessors slay
And
them.
hold themselves not guilty.
They do what?
They hold themselves not guilty.
No, they blame themselves.
They hold themselves. They say they're innocent.
Read.
And they that sell them.
They that what?
Sell them.
In
Slave trade. Blessed be the Most High, for I am rich. And their own shepherds pity them.
Job 9:24.
All right. 9:24. All right, we're gonna close with this, Josh. Are we closing with this?
I got some other things. Hold on. Job 9:24.
Hold on. All right, Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand.
So wait, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So Satan is a spirit over the earth, but he has a people, he has a seed that work for him to sow his order, to sow his...
The words that he's sent a spirit over every nation.
To sow discord and unrest in the earth. He has a people that work closely with him to carry out his agenda in the earth.
That's right.
Read.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
Psalms 10. And I think we'll close with this. Psalms 10.
Oh, that's right. You got more than 10 what, Josh?
So we showed you who the children of Israel are in Revelation 7. We're explaining the origin of wars. I don't even have to really touch the New Testament to show you this. This is why the people who teach the Old Testament is done away with are fools.
Wow, watch out, man.
I'll say that again. If you teach the Old Testament is done away with,
we're New Testament believers.
You are a fool. And I'll show you this agenda in the New Testament as well.
10 where?
10 start at 1.
Job bemoans his condition. My soul
Psalms 10. I said Psalms 10, not Job's 10.
Oh, you said.
No, I said Psalms 10.
You said Job.
No, it's just Psalms.
I'm sorry. I was interested in Psalms. Sorry, God. Sorry, man. What is it? Psalms what?
10.
10? Right from the beginning? Well, I got it all on the line already.
Yeah, I'll tell you when to stop.
A prayer for the overthrow of the wicked.
So, read.
Why standest thou afar off?
So, this is what
Most High
black people are feeling. Why is God so far away from us? So, remember, David was a black man. Remember, Psalms was written by a black man.
That's right. Come on, Judge. Why hidest thou thyself in times of trouble?
So, in all your suffering, you feel like God is not with you, so-called black people, right? But I guarantee you, if you pay attention, you'll see his hand.
The wicked in his pride.
The what?
The wicked in his pride.
So the wicked in his pride
does persecute the poor.
Esau's children the system persecutes the black man and the Hispanic man, the children of Israel. Read.
Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined.
Read.
For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire,
Read.
and blessed the covetous, whom the Most High arboreth. Wow.
So they bless people that want to destroy the children of Israel like them.
Wow. The
And
wicked,
they also choose weak-minded Hebrew people, black people, to bring into their fold and make, sit them in the house, right? Like Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton.
oh,
These are the covetous Israelites that are envious of the oppressor and have bought into his lie.
yes, that's true. That's right.
Read.
The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after the
Will
Most
what?
High. Will not seek after the Most High.
That's why he tells you we came from apes. I don't know about you, but I didn't come from no monkey. Maybe they did, but I didn't.
Ahayah is not in all his thoughts.
The Most High is not in any of
Any of
his
their
thoughts.
thoughts.
Read.
His ways are always grievous.
His ways, everything he does is always grieving people, always grievous to
That's right.
the Israelites. He always finds ways to grieve the children of Israel.
Thy judgments are far above out of his
Your
sight.
laws are not even in his mind. The laws of the Bible are not in these people. That's why they tell you the law's done away with.
As for all good, Judge. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them.
Read.
He had said in his mind, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. His mouth is full of cursing.
His mouth is full of lies. His television is full of lies. Read.
And deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity.
Is in what?
Mischief and vanity.
So there's all emptiness in his talk. He says nothing that's true.
Good. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages.
So he sits in the high places, in the places where he can look down on you.
In the secret places doth he murder.
That's speaking about the secret councils in Psalms 83.
That's right. In the secret places doth he murder the innocent.
So he comes up with his plans, and like we said about, I just seen this. You know what that's also referring to? When they kidnap people on these high satanic wicked holidays for Satan, right? They go to their groves and they take your black children and they sacrifice them to Moloch or Satan.
Wow.
And they drink their blood. That's your president, and that's your Obama, and that's your Trump. Oh yeah, Trump kidnaps black people and eats them.
He lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. Oh no, his eyes are privily set against the poor. He lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doth catch the poor when he draweth him into his net. Wow. So the net is all welfare and everything, right, Josh?
Welfare,
drugs, yeah.
Injustice in the legal system. Yep.
Wow.
It's a multitude of things.
It really is. He croucheth it and humbleth himself, that the poor may fall by his strong ones. He hath said in his heart.
So now, since he believes this, he teaches this in his education system.
Oh yeah. He hath said in his mind, his heart, the Most High hath forgotten.
God has forgotten. So,
how many times you hear Christians say, "Oh, come on, brother, that's the past."
That's in the past. Slavery.
Oh yeah.
That don't matter.
Remember 9/11. Arise, O Most High, my power.
So
lift up thine hand.
This is why. Last thing, hold on. Romans 11:11. Romans 11:11. I want to show them the glory of that scripture. The riches of the Gentiles.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Romans 11.
Okay, good, Josh. Romans 11.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's good. I like this. So this is what really happened.
So
I
we're
think I
going to
know where
show you
Josh is
how
going.
the nations got rich
Sorry.
and prosperous off of who they used to do it.
And everything that Josh said tonight is going to line up with this stuff.
So they have to continually wage war, and war doesn't always mean militarily. There's media warfare, there's political, there's
Oh, yeah.
legal warfare, educational
That's
warfare, religious false warfare to keep you asleep.
Wow.
Read
Okay, what do you want to start?
Romans 11:11.
Okay.
Wait, read 1.
I say then, hath Ahayah cast away?
Wait, has God done what?
Cast away?
Has he forgotten about his suffering children, the children of Israel?
Ahayah forbid.
Wait, Ahayah forbid?
Most
I
High
thought
forbid.
that the Israelites were done away with.
Watch
Wait,
out.
wait a minute. That must be a typo, or Paul's tripping over on this. What does he say next?
For Ahayah, for I also am a Israelite.
I also am a what?
I'm a Christian.
I'm a what?
Israelite.
Christian, Baptist, Lutheran.
Israelite.
What?
Of the seed of Abraham.
Of the seed of who?
Abraham.
Of the seed of religion.
Of the seed of Abraham.
Uh-huh.
Of the tribe of Benjamin.
Uh-huh.
Ahayah hath not cast away his people.
Ahayah has what?
Not cast away his people.
No, he has cast away his people.
Has not.
No, he's replaced them with Christians.
Has not.
Catholics.
Has not.
Read.
Which he foreknew.
That's right.
What? Ye not what the scripture.
Go to verse 11.
11? Okay. I say then, have they stumbled?
So, have these beautiful people fell away and were enslaved? Read.
That they should fall?
So that they should be completely destroyed.
The Most High forbid.
He does what?
Forbid it.
So that's another scripture letting you know these people are not done away with.
That's right. But rather, through their fall,
through their fall,
salvation is come unto the Gentiles.
So, but the Gentiles have to also know who their instructors in righteousness are.
That's right.
You can't just read this Bible as a Gentile and think it's talking about those synagogue of devils in Israel. Right?
That's right.
Because it's not. It's talking about the people you see that are being suffering in the ghettos in America.
That's right.
Being oppressed by the CIA and the American government.
Awesome.
Read.
But rather through their fall, salvation is come unto the Gentiles, for to provoke them to jealousy. Now, if the fall of them be the riches of the world.
So, when they fell in 70 AD, right, all nations became rich because all nations, these
took
nations
their identity away.
took their identity from them.
That's right.
Then they subjugated them under white Jesus Christ.
That's right.
And again, in color, now listen how deep this is, and I'll let you finish reading that. Everyone wants to believe that, isn't this right? Color doesn't matter. But when you go, let me ask you this. If you, as a black person, right, you go to a movie, a Bible movie, like King of Kings or Jesus of Nazareth, or you see that on, I can't, The Passion of the Christ.
Yeah.
And you see those movies and you watch them and you go home and you pray. What are you praying to in your mind?
A white image.
When you pray in the morning as a Christian, who are you praying to?
A white image. And don't say
No, we're praying to Jesus.
No,
his
you're
color
not.
don't matter.
No, you're not. You're praying to a white
Dad,
made up God.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Brother. It don't matter, brother.
You heard it, girl. The last time we went to Golden Crown, remember last week?
Yeah.
Remember me and Mom? we wait for mom, and these two ladies came out of Golden Corral, and she said, "Oh, praise him, praise Jesus, because I feel good." It's all about any kind of wisdom or understanding. It's just about feelings.
Read that.
That's sad. It's really sad. For to provoke them to jealousy. Now, if the fall of them be the riches of the world, and the diminishing of them the riches of the Gentiles.
So the diminishing of them through slavery and deception made the nations. Who really built? White people didn't build America. That's a lie. They used the Israelites to build the wealth of America. Did you know that the wealthiest place in America, Wall Street, was built off of slave auctions and the money that came off of cargo slave ships shipping Israelites from Africa to here? Do you know that place that a lot of you so-called black people have your money, invest money in stocks, is responsible for your slavery? And they still make money off of you, making you believe that you're going to get rich off the stock market, the slave market. Because who was the original stock on the stock market before Wall Street started? You were the stock, sold to Virginia, sold to Mr. Washington, sold to Lincoln.
That's why it's called that.
Sold to Mr. Kennedy, sold to Mr. James.
Wow.
Right?
That's good, Josh. I never
Sold.
thought about that stock market.
Right?
Wow.
Read.
Look at that, man. Okay. If by any means I may provoke to emulation them which are my flesh, and might save some of them.
Stop. That's good for scripture for now.
Okay.
So we understand the nature of all these wars. What is the judgment? And now that we broke this down to the minutest detail, what is all the war? What is the judgment of God coming to do? What is the judgment really about now, right? The judgment is about God setting in order and judging the nations for what they've done to his people. It's not about saving or rapturing people. No. The Bible, the second coming of Christ, is about him destroying the nations that are responsible for the enslaving and the destruction of his children.
I want to say something, Josh. We're almost positive. We're almost there now that we don't believe anybody in America is going to see Christ coming. We believe this nation. If you can believe the 9/11, if you can believe planes, whatever hit the towers, missiles, whatever you want to call it, Josh, right? Whatever happened can hit this country. Why can't bombs hit this country? So don't count on you being in America seeing Christ come, because you might not. We're almost sure he's not. That's how deceived the Christian church is in the nation of America. So maybe someday we'll bring a message on that, Josh. Josh, that was good tonight. Really good.
Absolutely.
You know, we're blessed, and we're just, like I said, it's the Sabbath. We know the angels worship with us. We know for a fact that they don't worship with anyone on Sunday, not sun god worship.
So
Babylon and Egypt. So tune in, keep tuned in,
and
Shalom.